So we're in the middle of my 1 to 120. No sleep, one sitting leveling challenge. My best friend here, Metro, he has kindly been keeping me going here. We're using some party sync to test out some of the really overpowered stuff, and that's why I'm recording this bit. I'm going to do Elwyn Forest at level 82 and 92% of 82. And we're going to see what happens. I've just picked up the first quest here, and I'll just do the first bit of Elwyn Forest, but just in here. Just in Northshire Valley. So, the first quest says that I could make 42,000 experience from it. Let's see what happens, okay? I have to kill six Blackrock wargs that are level 60. Of course, I am scaled down to level 60 as well. But these guys are being scaled up to level 60, so they really have no mechanics. You know, no spells that can really hurt me. Yeah, that's absolutely right, Metro. That's over double what every other quest at this level bracket gives. It's just insane. Insane in the membrane. And I don't even have my potions on. My draft of 10 lands. I'm going to put that on too. I don't think that's going to change it. No, it didn't change that amount, but it will change it when I get it, so. I don't have the Darkmoon Fair buff on. And I'm not going to bother getting it either. One thing I will say, and you'll notice this, is when we're killing these mobs, like when I killed these mobs at level 1 with my heirlooms on, they were one-shot, right? Which is how it should be. They are taking a few swings now, because they have been scaled up. So you can tell that. So let's kill one more. A Blackrock warg. Hey, John Wilson. Yes, I am level 82. I've been scaled down to level 60, though. Right? So if I click on myself, you'll see here, I am set as level 60. That's what I've been scaled down to. Well, technically, Krillin, there is no XP boost. This is just how, like, the XP has just been scaled up to my level. Okay, so I'm going to turn this in, and I'm not going to automatically turn it in like I normally would. We'll just scroll down here. And since I've already done this quest, I'm not going to get the normal rewards for it. I'm going to get a chance at a satchel of salvage cache of goods. And according to this, 44,820 experience, 90 silver. Let's see what we actually get. Yeah, God, that's how much I got. 44,820.
The Alliance.
And I dinged 83. And now I'm going to go do the Blackrock Spies. Yeah, more than 10% Metro, because a level right now is 346,000, so that's more like 11 to 12% of a level. Just doing some quick dirty math. And like I say, yeah, these guys have been scaled up to level 60 and I've been scaled down, but I still have all my level 60 abilities. None of my abilities from above level 60, though. But they don't have any extra abilities, because they're just mobs that have been scaled up, right? So there's no extra mechanics, there's no extra damage, they're just... Their health and their damage has been scaled up. So they're doing very little to me. I'm getting out of the area where Blackrock spies in it. And just out of curiosity, again, now this one says 45,360. Because we've gone up a level, right? So the amount of XP that we're getting is going up too. That is insane, but also insanely good. Now again, if you see on screen, there's a timer there that shows how long I've been streaming. So if I seem to be, my rotation seems to be slipping slightly, or I'm not doing things optimally, you kind of know why. Again, a good thing to note is, as you see, I have flying, which is, again, quite overpowered.
Greetings.
The neat thing is I actually have 280% flying, but because I'm scaled down, I only have 150. That is true, Sismical. I've said this a bunch of times. People ask me, how can you possibly stay awake for so long for these 1-to-120s?
Good day to you.
And I says it's all about two things, determination and wanting it. You have to want it more than you want anything else. That's almost all there is to it. Yeah, that's another good point, Metro, for sure. I have a mount. And even if I stay on the ground like this, because, you know, I'm not getting dismounted by clicking on healing those guys. I'm still moving at 100% increased speed as opposed to 60%, which you would, for your heirloom mount, you would have, is all you would have. I do believe that I can't quite read it because I have a 42-inch TV, so that I'm using for my monitor. But I do believe they're giving fairly appropriate XP when we're killing these mobs too. So yeah, that's 576. That's about right for a mob in the level 83 bracket. Oh, that's a 50 DKP minus then.
Hey there. How are you? What can I do for you?
Good day to you.
Okay, that one's 20. See, now we're back into the normal level brackets. We're 22 and 28 for our stuff. So it really is just the first couple of levels worth of quests. But even that, even the 22,000, with how much faster this is than, say, if I was in Western Plaguelands or Jade Forest or the Mount Hyjal. Like, this is a complete... Not only am I doing these quests faster, but I'm turning them in faster. Because there's so much, you know, closer together. So even at normal XP, it's... Go. I'm a fireman, that's my name. Going round all over town, putting out old flames. This is, and I've said this a bunch, this is quite simply the best feature Blizzard has ever added to the game. I could legitimately level 1 to 120 and never leave the classic zones. I could walk into, you know, Zaldazar or Boralis as a level 120 for the first time, you know. Yeah. And it's an extension of the one they did in 7.2.5. So, I mean, I think we can expect to see these kind of changes, you know, in the middle of the expansion, once the expansion is kind of settled in. So then my question becomes, well, what's the next thing they're going to do? Mythic Plus leveling in 9.2.5? Will we have difficulty adjustments that we can make? I mean, there's already a lot of challenges that we can do for ourselves. You know, we can do naked leveling stuff that Metro and I have done. We can do one sitting, which is what this is. We can do speed run leveling. You know, there's so much that we could do that we have control over yet, but You know, usually when we have that kind of stuff, Blizzard takes a cue from us and finds a way to adapt what we're already doing to just really up the game. I'm not 100% certain about that. Metro would probably know better than I would, Ren. Because he made a separate account to, you know,
Well met.
party sync himself. So that's a good question, Metro. If there was, if you had another tune that was like level 20, could I sync with that one and do this zone again?
Hello.
Like today. Once per day, not once per character per day. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, this party sync tech, we're only really scratching the surface. Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know, Metro.
Light be with you.
But I mean, even these quests...
Go with honor, friend.
Oh, that's the other thing. I mean, that was just a breadcrumb and I got 11k from it. This is the other thing that you get. Since you don't get the normal quest rewards that you would get normally for doing the quest, you have a chance at getting what's called a salvaged cache of goods, which will always be for your current level. So when I open this, it'll be for level 83, the gear in it. There you go. I got an Outlaw's Cutlass. And I mean, I can essentially redo or do any zone I want. But I mean, your starter zones are always going to be the most compact, right? Because they were never designed with A, mounts in mind, and B, flying mounts, you know?
How are you? What can I do for you?
But actually, I think I was, for this video, I was just going to do that little start bit of the starting zone. So I think we'll cut it off here. Thanks for watching this video. It gives you a really good idea of just how powerful party sync can be. In a very extreme situation, obviously my 1-to-120 challenge for charity. But yeah, absolutely. I hope this gives you an idea what can be done. Any questions, please leave a comment. I'll get back to you. I always answer my comments if I can. So anyway, take care. Peace. Kop out.